Hey Libra, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a love reading for the collective sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and other strong placements. I hope you're all doing well. So let's see what's going on in the love department for Libra. Oh, and happy birthday, Libra. My son is a Libra. He just turned 8 this past Saturday. Venus has also just entered your sign. So, you could be drawn to creation right now. Music, art, film industry. Why did I hear film industry? Or just feeling like putting yourself out there a little bit, Libra, is what I'm getting. If you're single, feeling beautiful, feeling the energy of love. And remember, this is a love reading. It doesn't always have to be romantic. Love takes on many forms. So this could be family relationship, this could be friendship, this could be romantic love. So take the messages as they resonate. But what I'm sensing for you, Libra, is that you are finding this energy of love in your space right now. And you're changing your perspective about what love actually is, or what love looks like, and how it feels in your body. It's an evolution in your perspective about the energy of love, is what I'm sensing. Okay, Libra, let's see. Spirit, please and thank you for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Other strong placements, messages of love, light, and guidance for Libra, for love. Okay, I'm going to draw the cards, Libra, and then we'll see what's coming through for you. Okay. Oh, Judgment wanted to come out, so definitely some life lessons going on here. Card of Scorpio. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Yeah, that was the energy I'm feeling. This new sense of passion, desire, and creation. This could be a new love. Ace of Pentacles. Definitely something new happening here for you. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, which is grounded energy. Five of Wands. So there could be some conflict. Let's just see what else. Please. Nine of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. And the Empress. Card of Taurus, major arcana, also ruled by Venus. The bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords, which is fast-moving energy. Maybe a sudden message, an unexpected message. Let's see. I feel like there's some difficult energy that's being overcome here, or that you're trying to overcome in this connection, in this love situation. Five of Wands is interference. It's energetic interference. It's interference from other people. It's trying to win out at all costs. You know, it's tug of war energy, back and forth energy, trying to be right in a situation, in an argument. It's fiery energy. So, you know, it's anger, it's passion, it's those triggers that set you off, you know, and kind of take over or hijack your sense of peace and overthinking as well. So this card of anxiety, whatever is going on in your space, Libra, and I do feel like this could be, you know, voices from outside of yourself, you know, different energies in your space that are against this connection. This could be between you and your person as well. Actually, I do feel like it's a bit of tug of war energy between you and your person. And it's causing anxiety. It's causing some sleepless nights here. But all you are wanting out of the situation, Libra, is peace. In fact, I see that these swords are beginning to dissolve in your energy. And you're starting to see the light in the situation. And you're not willing to continue to argue or to continue to be in this energy. You are learning a lot of life lessons through whatever this is. So if it is a conflict, you know, there is some insight into what is going on between you and your person here. You know, it's divinely guided insight as well. I feel like you and your person are going within, because it's a 220 energy, which is a 2 energy. It feels like both you and your person are integrating understanding and lessons about the situation and about what's going on and about the things that cause your triggers and your anxiety. I do feel like there was a conversation that started off very fiery, very triggered, very passionate, you know, with one or the other trying to be right in the situation or trying to win out in the situation. And it caused so much anxiety that eventually, you know, both of you decided to just take a step back, recalibrate, and look at things from a different perspective in order to start again. There's definitely new beginnings here for you in this connection. There's a new way of showing up, a new way of communicating, and it could be as a result of a very heart-to-heart, deep, honest, authentic conversation with your person about this energy, you know, that you can no longer sustain that kind of feeling in the connection. So it's either, you know, you end things if one or the other is not willing to grow and to move forward, or you grow together and birth something new out of the situation. So Taurus and Scorpio energy here, those are the opposite signs, two opposite signs of the zodiac, both major arcana. It feels like different perspectives are being integrated here, you know, where opposites can result in this energy. You know, if you're dealing with a perspective that is not your, or part of your belief system, part of your norm, you can try to defend your stance or defend your perspective and defend your point of view. But with the two major arcana here with opposites, I do feel like it's about rewiring your beliefs, re-looking at things from different perspectives, and understanding your person's perspective as well, and vice versa. Definitely some life lessons, relationship lessons happening here, and it's birthing new emotion into the situation. You know, she's holding this white lotus in her hand, and lotuses grow out of muddy water. And this is the muddy water that this connection has come from. And what it's resulted in is going through the depths of the unconscious and the subconscious of what's actually going on in the situation. No longer, allowing the ego to take over and superficially argue about what's on the surface. It's going deeper. This relationship is going deeper. So there could have been some kind of trigger that triggered both of your egos, that triggered both of your defense mechanisms to kick in. And it resulted in anxiety. It resulted in a lot of unpleasant feelings and overthinking. And both of you have kind of come back to say, you know what, let's resolve this from a maturer perspective, with greater emotional intelligence, with greater emotional awareness, with greater heart awareness. Because this energy is pouring out of the heart space, and it's emotion, it's expression of emotion. This green energy is very much heart chakra energy. It's sovereign energy. It's birthing something new, and it's bringing in abundance and peace with this dove in the card as well. Peace into the situation, Libra. And what's resulted from this is something new, a new perspective, a new way of being, a new way of showing up, of showing your desire, expressing your desire, and planting seeds. This Ace of Pentacles card is a seed. It's a gift from the universe to begin again, to plant again, and look at all of those blossoms around that pentacle. So I do feel like whatever has happened here in the situation, Libra, it has caused or resulted in positive growth for both you and the other party. I just want to clarify here. So tell us more, Spirit, about this 5 of Wands, 9 of Swords energy. What's causing this difficult energy in the connection? Okay, maybe there is a lack of expression of emotion. Pisces energy. The Knight of Cups is very romantic, very expressive, shows his emotions through action, not just words. And I feel like this was maybe part of what the discussion was about, is that words don't mean anything without, the follow-up action to that. Otherwise words are just empty. So I do feel maybe there was some missing romance in the connection, or some missing effort, some missing emotional investment, which is what was causing, this back and forth kind of tug of war energy. I do feel like you and your person are both learning how to show up and express again from the heart space. Very much the same energy is expression from the heart space. Venus energy. Your person, I just heard, could also, you or your person could be a bit of a flirt, a charmer, a flirt, and maybe that caused some envy or some jealousy in the space as well. But I feel like it's more your energy, Libra. You are very charming naturally. Your natural state of being is charming. And so people are drawn to you for that reason. And your person could have misinterpreted this interaction. Maybe you receive some messages or some compliments, or just people, showing appreciation for you, and it caused some jealousy. That's, for someone. It doesn't have to resonate for everyone. What else about this conflict, please and thank you? What else about this conflict? Yeah, it was, a discussion around either something changes in the situation or we both move forward. Because you want the relationship to be evolved. You want an evolved kind of love and relationship, Libra. That's what you're looking for. You're bored with the old triggers, with the old ways of being, with the old beliefs and the old ways of showing up, and you want to expand your horizons. And maybe this is also something about, one or the other person wanting to expand their horizons. And if one person wants to do that and the other is still, a little bit stuck in comfort or old ways of being, it can definitely cause this tug of war situation, because you're being pulled back to a version of yourself that you're trying to move away from. So it really is about expression, it's about communication, it's about understanding different perspectives. And I think that's the point that you got to with your person is, this has got nothing to do with your feelings towards them or the importance of the connection. You are just evolving as an individual. And so a lot of things are going to change. And that's what happens when we change perspectives, when we do the healing work, when we move away from old belief systems and old ways of being. People around us can start to feel threatened or confused because they're not used to that type of energy, or they're not used to, this new way of showing up. And they either come along with you, Libra, or they fall away naturally. And this is this new energy, this is these new beginnings here. But I don't see the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, so I don't feel like it's a new relationship or anything like that. I feel like it's more about helping each other see each other's perspectives. And there's a new sense of romance and passion because of this communication, because of this evolved communication. It's almost like falling in love again. What is the Judgment card here for? So what lesson is being integrated in this situation for Libra? What lesson is being integrated? Okay, so it is the Hierophant energy, and this is the energy of commitment. It's High Priest energy. It's also about ascension and evolution. You see the staircase into this White Lotus energy. Again, getting Lotus energy, moving through muddy waters, ascending. And this feels like your energy, Libra, and it feels like, it's either your person feels threatened by this because they feel like you're slipping away. You're finding your own happiness, and you are finding your own sense of self-worth and validation within yourself without, needing it from your person. And maybe that's the slipping away that they feel. They've always been used to you depending, not so much depending, but relying, a little bit on their validation, on their energy, to bring you this happiness, to bring you this joy. But like I said in the beginning of the reading, as I was meditating on your energy, is your perspective on love is shifting. You are realizing that the energy of love does not always have to come from a romantic relationship. And your person could see this as a threat because, when we become independent in the energy of love, and we are able to give this back to ourselves and find sources of love that fill our cup, we become less dependent on other people, and therefore there's no sense of attachment. And what people in relationship with you can then perceive that as is that you become a flight risk. You don't have to be attached to them any longer. You won't stay in the situation and you won't settle. And so what they are sensing is that, if something doesn't change in the relationship, or if they don't level up with you, that you will be lost to them or to their energy. And it can feel like a loss of control if your person is used to, you depending on them. They can be feeling a loss of control. And that's also this energy, you know, trying to win out control over the situation. But your energy can't be controlled or manipulated any longer, Libra, is what I'm feeling for you. What is this new beginning for Libra? Please and thank you, Spirit. Wow, repeating messages. So, Ace of Pentacles came out again. Two different decks, but you see the seed energy, this new growth and this new development in your space, the blossoms that is coming out of this realization. And it is grounded energy, it's pentacle energy, it's earth energy. So it means that it has landed in the physical world for you. It's not ethereal, it's not energetic. It's landed in your body. You've integrated it physically. And this is where this new growth is coming from. And it's because of a lot of healing that you've been doing, Libra. You know, understanding where your heartbreaks come from, where your triggers come from, going through timelines to different relationships and picking up parts of your soul. I heard soul retrieval. What can happen in difficult relationships, and we've all been through them, the heartbreak, is that, you know, it's sometimes so much for the physical body to bear or for the soul to bear that your soul fragments into the situation and it's locked into your nervous system. And we can leave parts of our soul behind in situations that have been heartbreaking. And you've been going through timelines, back through timelines, Libra, to call back those parts of your soul and coming into your wholeness again in this nest energy, in this embryonic energy, this womb energy. And this is exactly this embryonic energy. It's starting new, it's rewiring yourself, it's rebirthing yourself, and that's Empress energy. The Empress is always pregnant, you know, in every single deck, and it represents fertility. It represents rebirthing, and you are rebirthing yourself, Libra, is what I'm feeling for you. Look at this energy. And in this rebirthing, you find that your power of manifestation has, you know, it amplified. You now see the infinite possibility that exists in love, in life, and you are excited about creating again. You're excited about stepping into this whirlpool of energy, positive energy, you know, trusting your intuition, trusting your downloads, trusting your heart space as well. Stepping into a sense of self-worth with that yellow energy behind this Magician. Card of Gemini, major arcana, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. We've got Scorpio, we've got Taurus, double Taurus energy with the Hierophant and the Empress, and Gemini energy here. There's not a lot of Cups energy in your reading, Libra, except for the Knight of Cups. And maybe this is something that you're also working on, is this expression of love. You might feel it, but not always know how to express it. And that's something that you're also starting to learn in the situation. So let's see. What's next for Libra in love? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is next for my Libras in love in this situation? What's coming next? Oops. Oh. The High Priestess. Definitely evolving here, Libra. Yes, moving away from this deceptive energy, self-deception, running away from things that trigger us. We can do this because it can be too painful, but I feel like you're overcoming this energy. You're not stealing away into the night. You're trusting your intuition, and you're not, no longer resonating with the energy of self-deception, with self-sabotage, and with sabotaging relationships as well because of your own sense of self-sabotage. And the High Priestess energy is very much about downloading, listening to your intuition, trusting your intuition, and having faith that it will guide you. So some of you might also, I just heard, be stepping into your own psychic abilities. And this can be a little ungrounding. So it's really good that you have this Ace of Pentacle energy so that you can integrate this evolution step by step, seed by seed, so that it's not an overwhelming experience for you. I again get the 2 energy. So like with the Judgment card 20, 2 energy, I feel like this is happening for both you and your person. So this relationship has the potential to evolve and grow together into something amazing, Libra. So I hope this has resonated for you. If it has, please share, comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. Sending you so much love and blessings until next time, Libra.